excited and overjoyed to be the recipient of the Utah Leopold Conservation Award. The Bennion Ranch is basically a cow-calf operation, and recently we have added retained ownership of our sale calves, and we sell them farm to table. We run on 2,000 private acres and over 6,000 Forest Service permitted acres.
Some of our conservation projects have been fencing, putting troughs in and providing better water to several of our pastures, arrest rotation grazing on our pastures, on our private and on the Forest Service managed property. We've removed a lot of juniper and trees to help with the sage grouse. Recently I've been attempting regenerative agriculture, cover crops on our crop land, growing multiple species. This hillside was chained in 2008, double chained and seed flown on between the chainings. And one of the seeds introduced species is this four-winged saltbush, which is very good for wildlife. Deer especially like it. Compared to what it was, which was pretty much a pinyon juniper forest, now we have lots of diversity of species, as we were saying, not only the four-wing, but the immigrant kochia, of course the sagebrush. A lot of the native species survived well, the blue bunch, wheatgrass, Indian rice grass. One of the first things we did in all of the conservation efforts was to get some good fences so we could keep the cattle where they should be, so the land wouldn't be overgrazed.
So here's one of the tire troughs. We use the NRCS design, and we keep getting better and better every time we put one of these in. We've got these valve boxes. I can do a lot of different settings. I can have the water run through the trough and back on down the line. I can isolate this trough. I can turn it off.
The benefits of these beaver dam analogs: they slow the water down, they trap silt, especially in high water times, and they prevent erosion. They provide a great place for wildlife, as well as the fish, the trout, migrate up in these creeks. About 6 years ago, we decided to move our operation from strictly cow-calf to more farm to table, selling finished beef. And at the same time, we added some Wagyu bulls to cross against our Angus herd, so we get a Wagyu Angus cross, or as some people say, American Wagyu. And so we've been ramping up for the past few years and going through local butchers that are USDA inspected, and it's increased our gross sales tremendously, and I think help improve the long-term sustainability of the ranch, as well as, talk about outreach to these customers.
We have a feeling that we need to share the ranch with other people and help them understand conservation and what it takes to put food on their plates. We have had BYU kids come, and they do a conservation project during their stay here. Our family is the most important part of the ranch. There are three parts to the ranch. There's the land ownership, there's the operation with the cattle, and there's the family or cultural ties to the land. And our children come and enjoy the ranch and help on the work days and do a lot of the work themselves.
I think the concept of stewardship then is that we realize that we have to take care of that land, that it becomes part of us to the point that it owns us.
I don't know a life that isn't conservation and stewardship of the land.